Hi, kindergartners. Today we're going to read a book about Charlie and Lola. They become very good recyclers in this book, and I bet some of you are good recyclers too, especially while you're at home right now helping out your family. I know you are. We are extremely very good recyclers. Characters created by Lauren Child. We are extremely very good recyclers. I have this little sister Lola. She is small and very funny. Lola loves keeping things, all kinds of things. Boxes, old broken toys, just things. Not anymore, says Lola. I say, has it got anything to do with when we went to Marv's house? And Lola says, maybe. You see what Lola's thinking about? Yesterday, Marv says, I dare anyone to go into my big brother Marty's room. He doesn't let anyone touch any of his things, and he won't throw anything away. Mom says his room looks like a complete pigsty. I say, he can't be that bad. When we sneak into Marty's bedroom, Lola says, ooh, it's stinky. But then we hear, get out of my room, now! And Marv shouts, run! So you see, Charlie, I do not ever, never want my room to look like Marty's. So I'm throwing everything away because I do not need it. Why don't you recycle it? And Lola says, bicycle it? No, recycle it. Recycle it? What's that? Says Lola. Well, it's a way that people can reuse old things in a different and newish way. Why? Says Lola. If you have a younger brother or sister, maybe you've heard them say, why? A lot. Well, because if we throw everything away, then we will all be completely buried under a massive, huge pile of garbage. If we don't use things again, in the end, we will just run out of everything. So recycling is a good idea. Did you know that there are these places where they make new paper out of old paper? The old paper gets smooshed up with water and things, and then they press it all flat. Then they make all sorts of new types of paper, like writing paper, egg cartons, wrapping paper, and coloring in paper. That's clever, says Lola. Whoops, I forgot to show you the toilet paper. Later, Lola says, look, Charlie, Mom bought me this special comic book. It's called Look After Your Planet. And there's lots about recycling in it. I bet if you look around your house, you can find lots of things made of paper. And I say, ooh, a contest. You can win a tree, all your own to plant. What do we have to do? Says Lola. We have to collect 100 of each thing. 100 tin cans or 100 plastic things and 100 things made out of paper. That's a lot of things, says Lola. Look, your very own tree counter. Every time you collect something to recycle, you can stick a leaf on the branch of the tree. When your tree counter is completely filled up, you can get your very own tree to plant. And Lola says, "Oh, I would love to plant a tree." Well, you better start recycling. And Lola says, "Okay, Charlie, this box is for all the plastic things. And this one is all for all the tin cans. And this one is for the paper." Hey, Lola is sorting the trash. Wonder if you do that at your house. Sort out the recycling. I bet you do. And I have already recycled 2 plastic things, 2 baked bean cans, and some paper. I say, I'm not sure we'll be able to collect 100 of each thing in just 2 weeks, Lola, on our own. And Lola says, "Of course we can, Charlie. Have you finished? Good." She's taken the spoon, the yogurt container, right out of his hand, whether he's finished or not, because she wants to recycle it. Later, Lola says, "See, Charlie, I can recycle these paper towel rolls, these toilet paper rolls." And I say, "The idea is to use the paper really slowly, Lola, not waste it. So we don't have to cut down lots of trees. Then you recycle the rolls." Well, we need some more leaves on our tree, Charlie, on our tree counter. So maybe we need to ask even more people. The next day at school, Lola says, "We have to save the trees and stop us being covered in a large pile of garbage." Everyone is excited and says, "I want to do recycling. If we fill this tree with all the leaves, we'll win our own real tree for the school." "I want to do recycling. Pass it on." "I want to do recycling. Pass it on." "I want to do recycling. Pass it on." They're whispering to each other and saying, "Pass on the idea." So everyone at school starts recycling. "Look how many I've got. I've got lots too. You're a very good recycler, Lotta." "Oh, Morton, you're helping." "Oh, Morton, you're not helping." Uh-oh. So Morton goes home and he finds more things to recycle. So it's true, in school we used to recycle things, and we will again when we go back. But at home, I bet you can find some things to recycle. When everything is recycled, Lola says, "Oh no, we have not filled up the whole tree, so we shall not be getting our very own tree." But oh my gosh, you guys, look how many they did fill up. They've recycled a lot of things. Lola just really wants to fill that poster. Then Morton comes along, and Lotta says, "Look what he's got." Remember, Morton was the one who wasn't recycling, but then he really got into it. And soon, we have filled up the tree counter. "Thank you, Morton," says Lola. "You're a very good recycler." So Marv whispers to Morton, "Where did you get all that?" And Morton says, "Marv's bedroom." Marv says, "You're going to be in such big trouble." Do you remember that was the messy bedroom from the beginning of the story? The next day, we all go outside to plant the tree. "Look, our very own school tree," says Lola. "We are extremely, very good recyclers, aren't we? Later, when we're all at Marv's, we suddenly hear, "Who's been in my room?" "Let's get out of here," says Marv. And Morton says, "Quick, run for it." I wonder if you can help out by doing some recycling. Plastic containers and paper and bottles and cans. I bet you can. Bye, kindergartners.